Nigeria is bordered to the east and northeast by Republic of Cameroon, but tensions arising from cross-border interactions between people of the two countries have been close to 50 years and have been far too frequent. A case in point is the dispute over the Bakassi Peninsula, which in 2002 led to the displacement of thousands of Nigerians from their ancestral lands, following a ruling of the International Court of Justice. More Nigerians are still being displaced in that same area, this time by an internal insurrection in Cameroon by the English-speaking Ambazonia rebel forces. Dr. Don Clemz Enamhe is a coordinator of the Cross River North for the displaced Belegate people. He joins us now to discuss the plight of these people and the need for the federal government to intervene. Many thanks for joining us on Newsday today, and compliments of the season. If you could just give us a bit of a history of exactly what is going on in the region and why it is crucial and critical that it's happening right now.
Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas to you guys. Belegate is a very small community that is in Bechebe ward in Obaliku local government area of Cross River State, Northern Cross River State. Up on the east of Bechebe, Belegate is the Cameroons. On the west is Buki local government area, all of Cross River was Central Cross River, and in the north is the ranch resort. On the 5th of December 2023, at about 4 a.m., they were invaded by the Amazonians of the Cameroons, and houses were burned, people were killed, properties destroyed. They called on the Holga, that's the person in charge of the local government area now, and he now informed the government, and the Nigerian military moved in immediately. They were proactive. They moved in and pushed the militants, the Amazonian militants away, and just felt that maybe it was just a one-stop thing. By the time they left, and the militants realized that the Nigerian military had left, they came back hard and brought everybody down. This community now has been displaced, and they're up the hills on the ranch. Children, women, men, they used to be in a warm, temperate atmosphere. Now they are being exposed to so much cold. When we went there 2 days ago, eve of the day we went there, eve of Christmas, no, we went there on Christmas Day, but eve of Christmas, 2 children died because of cold-related diseases. So what we are trying to do is to remind the federal government that there are people there. There are people who are suffering. There are people who need help. There are Nigerians who are up the hill, and they need their intervention. It's important to note that this community called Belegate has one primary school which was built in 1958, one health center which was built in 1988, and the Cross River National Park which was created in 1993. That's about the only presence of government. They have no roads. The people are in dire need of infrastructures. There's no road to the place, in or out. I wish there was a video clip to show you how the mountains are. And so we cannot be here as a people from Northern Cross River. So all sensibilities from Northern Cross River, leaders of thought from First, Second, Third Republic to present day, teachers, medical doctors, lawyers, university teachers, everybody came together from Northern Extractions, and we went there on Christmas Day to show them love. We gave them a few foodstuff, we gave them money, and we also told them that we'll take their cry to the world. And that's why I'm here now to appeal to Nigerians and appeal to the federal government in particular to look at the suffering people of Belegate. They are suffering. They need help. Like the young girls there.
Speaking in specific terms, yes, you know, what can be done at the moment to alleviate the sufferings, you know, of the Belegate people? What specifically do they need at this moment?
They will need sleeping mattresses. They will need health services, medical services. They will need security. And the people will also need access road, education for the young people there. Basically, if those things are captured. But for now, what they said to us that day was that if we could bring them warm clothes and medicine, especially medicine to handle cold, and then mattresses and sleeping things, they'll be fine. Those are the things they might need for now. And then communication. They have no network. Communication to the world.
And it's important that those things get access to them as soon as possible. What could be the challenges of getting these items to these people in a timely manner?
Well, they are now up the ranch. No one is comfortable when he's staying in a place that is not his own. We went up the ranch to give them what they needed, but they would love to be returned back to their ancestral home in their comfort zone. And their houses have been burnt. Some would have to go back to school in January. The children are there. And where they are, they're not, the ranch is very cold. The Obudu cattle ranch is extremely cold. And where they came from was warm. So there's need for them to go back. And if federal government can just give them access road, just a little, and they'll be fine. They'll just be fine. For now, they are up the ranch, they are suffering, they are in very poor health condition, and they will need so much to put them back to where they are.
Well, but in terms of going back home, we know the Amazonian crisis is still an ongoing issue. So what can be done in terms of security for these people to ensure that they are not attacked again? I
am aware that both the Nigerian army and that of the Cameroons, the GOC of the Southwest Cameroon, and then that of Ogoja are in talking terms. They are working together. I mean, I am very aware that so much is being done to keep security. We're just saying that they should you know, it's like intellect, so they are trying to manage it, you know, but the people want to see life security. They want to see people with uniforms showing them that they are Nigerians. But I know that a lot of undercover security men are all over there doing a lot of work. And if you are up the ranch, you just think it's normal. But the fear, you know, you wake up at 4 a.m. and you see people with guns, you see people with knives, see people shooting. That trauma for the kids, you know, that mental torture for those old women, for those young children, is the problem. But I like to say, I understand the Nigerian security system is on top of it, and they're in touch with the Cameroonian security system. But there's need for them to go harder, to be more specific, to be more deliberate, so that these people can get back home. They can get back to their homes and live a normal life. Because where they are exposed to, it's like a Nigerian. Well, it's like somebody from Nigerian. Going to London without a jacket.
We must interrupt. This is a very touching story. We really hope that those who are in the powers to alleviate the pain and suffering of these Belegate people. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Clemz Enamhe, for joining us today on Newsday.